This is a video documenting the carbon cycle. The carbon cycle is the biogeochemical cycle that exchanges carbon through the many spheres of Earth. Carbon is an essential building block of life that constitutes most of the things that we see. We start our cycle with atmospheric carbon dioxide in the air, CO2. Carbon dioxide is the most common type of gaseous carbon available in the atmosphere on Earth. This carbon is emitted from a number of sources on Earth, but we will discuss that later on in the video. To absorb carbon, plants and some types of plankton and algae must undergo the process of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis uses light and carbon to create carbohydrates. A byproduct of this process is oxygen. This is a way for carbon to be taken out of the atmosphere and into an easily consumable and/or edible form. The previously mentioned edible plants can now be consumed by animals, such as this cow, and the nutrients used in that organism's life processes. At this point, the cow now has the ability to return the stored carbon to the air through necessary activities such as respiration or death. We have now reached a point where carbon can proceed to return to the atmosphere and part of our cycle is completed. If a plant is not consumed, it has a chance to be buried under layers of rocks. This process is obviously called burial and is responsible for the creation of carbon-rich fossil fuels such as coal and petroleum. After being buried and under immense pressure for so long, these fuels are sought after for their use by humans. We extract the fuels from deep below the surface in a process called extraction. These materials are then further processed, refined, and used by factories, creating a large variety of products. A side effect of these products being made is combustion, as the coal and petroleum are being harvested for the energy stored within the materials. As the emissions are released into a gaseous form, this is another leg of the carbon cycle completed. This is a final overview of the entire cycle and all of its effects.